Okay, it says we are live. So hopefully that is true. I'm trying to go back through my computer history and scrounge up any of the additional books and things that I have read in January. So doing that, trying to update the reading journal. So that's going to be part of my first sprint today, is to hopefully finish that up in one sprint. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I did not finish another one of the physical TBRs this weekend. So I've got the one that I finished from the physical TBR, and then I think 4 or 5 that I donated or unhauled, as it were. So yeah, so since I didn't do this yesterday, I should have, but I didn't. We're starting off Monday with like admin of upkeeping the reading journal. So yeah, that's how we are doing. I did not add any to my TBR. Is that correct? I think that's correct. So yeah. So I'm down from 157 to 152 in terms of total physical TBRs, which is not great, but it's a start. I will take it. So that's I'll take any progress I can get there. But yeah, how was your weekend? Hopefully it was good. I think I forgot to pop this into the authortube spreadsheet, but oops. Oh well, it's okay. I still haven't figured out what color theme I'm going to go with for January. And I also did not keep up with the calendar that was in the front. So I'm trying to decide if I want to try it again or just do without. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all tell me, like, if you're keeping a reading journal, do you have like a monthly dashboard thing that you're setting up? Or do you just go book by book? Do you have like I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I wanted to change up how I did my reading journal because I wasn't really getting into it last year. And so I was like, I should do something different. And here I am. I'm doing basically the same thing I did last year, which I know is not going to be conducive to my long-term getting into it type of thing. So I don't know. Stacy, hello. You broke your glasses yesterday. Oh no. So you're wearing a pair that's 3 years old. Ooh. Don't know if you're going to get any work done. Yeah, because you'll have a headache by the end of the day for sure. Because anytime I mess with the prescription, like, it's just headache inbound. Know that for sure. So yeah, I'm sorry you broke your glasses though. Are they like the kind that could be repaired, or is it like broken and you're gonna have to buy a new pair? Sorry, I wanted to get this title down before my history was like, okay, we're gonna pop you back up to the top of the list, because it does that sometimes. The pair that broke were bifocals. Ooh, so, and these are not, so you can't read. Gotcha. Do you know what strength the bifocal portion was for reading? My parents played around with like the Dollar Tree reading glasses until they found the strength that they liked for reading glasses, and then just bought like 5 pairs. so that they have it one in their room, one in the dining room, one in, stash them around the house in case one in the garage for reading things while you're doing projects out there. Your husband is going to try to glue them. Oh, the glue froze. Oh no! But you do need to replace them. Ooh. Yeah, and if the roads are bad, which the glue freezing would probably give you a clue the roads might be bad, you might not be safe to take a trip to the Dollar Tree at the moment, or $1.25 tree. So yeah. You don't remember what strength they are. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually know what my parents are. My parents' reading glasses are either, and I don't think they remember either. I don't know. My mom might have like the tag from one of them hanging around because she does that. So she keeps one in case she needs to buy more, type of thing. This morning you were reading by taking your glasses off and having your phone up to your face. It was probably amusing if anybody saw you. Yeah. Yeah, that is a thing for sure. Although you could adjust the size of the words on the screen, potentially. Not always, but potentially you could. But yeah. Yesterday we had some sunshine, so we got most of our snow that was on the concrete and the asphalt and all that to melt. And this morning when the sun came out, it did it even more. But I think we're anticipating some additional weather this week. But I don't know if it's like snow or what. Rain on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, so that moved up. But not potentially. It's all okay. Tuesdays is like in the evening. Wednesday is pretty much all day, all morning. May quit by 2. Okay. We'll see. You're watching shorts. Yeah, it's a little hard to make those bigger, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's been chaotic. But hey, I can now start my February pages. So I'm kind of excited for that. So I need to also, it's so pretty. I like it. It's got a little bit of the gold foiling there. And I think is there glitter? Yeah, there's a little holographic in here as well. I don't know if I can get it to. Can I make it? You can see a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. The phone flash is better. But anyway, so I need to also do today's brainstorm for the week and all of that. So I think at least one sprint is going to be spent, at least one, in my journals. I do have my ink pad and my star and chili pepper stamps. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Good Lord. Okay. Stacy says, I did finish my story on Friday. Yay! You wrote the last 744 words, and those were the first ones since the 14th. You knew you were almost at the end, but didn't realize you were that close. I'm glad you got it. Yay! You wanted to start the sequel, but with your glasses broken, I don't know if I can. You could just expect that, like, maybe there's going to be more typos in it if you are typing. If you are handwriting or typing and you just want to get into a flow state where you're downloading the words from your brain, I'm not sure that having your glasses missing is too much of a detriment, as long as you can touch type or write by hand and not be bothered by mistakes? I think is the question. But yeah, potentially you could maybe try one sprint if you want to. But yeah. Okay. Let's do the kitties. Also, today is Groundhog Day, which Puxatawny Phil, I think, predicted more winter, but I don't know what the groundhog in Atlanta. Prediction 2026. General Bo makes his prediction 3 hours ago. 7 hours ago. Okay. They're not. They're talking about a different. We're talking about General. Okay, yeah, General Beauregard. There's also a second prognosticator, Yona of North Georgia. So. Okay, General Bo did see his shadow as well, so more winter. So both in the north and the south, more winter. In case you were wondering how the groundhogs did. So, okay, there's that. Answers my question. Okay, so weekend kittens. We have multiple kittens. 86% of cat owners say their felines make their lives better, according to a 2023 poll by the American Psychiatric Association. I would agree with that. There's a cute little kittens. Super cute. And then we have, if they handed out a trophy for the best camouflage, this cat would win easily. Plus, they'd bite the hand that gave it to you, gave the trophy to you. Definitely very much in either zone out mode or hunting mode. Not entirely sure which. So those are the kittens for the day. My dad handed me some of the pages from his calendar, which is a fact or crap calendar. So you have to decide. They give you a statement, and you have to decide if it's fact or crap. And there was one that he was saying that I should share, but I can't remember which one of these it was. Oh, yes. A 2024 college scholarship was offered to high school students for writing the best short essay on surviving a zombie attack at their school. So is this fact or crap? 2024 college scholarship offered to high school students for writing the best short story essay on surviving a zombie attack at their school. Do you think this is in fact true or false? And it is in fact. Zombie apocalypse scholarship sounds like a no-brainer. Anyway, so that was the one he wanted me to share with y'all because it feels like an appropriate thing that a few of us might have done if they were offering said scholarship during our time. So that was the one he wanted me to share. And then we need a card for the day. Okay, we have the elephant, and it is inverse. So it's number 25. So here is our elephant. Learn from the past is the main message. Again, we got it the upside down way. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, a custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is in our nature. The elephant calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by the elephant who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. I like that. I like that a lot. So that is the card for the day. Put this there. Okay. There we go. Give myself a little bit more room. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull up a timer. Timer. We'll do the winter morning. I did film for a couple of snowfall timers, but I have not edited them into a video yet. So there's that. Share. 3 minutes. Make it big. First sprint. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, I didn't talk about the poll, did I? The poll is, if your main character is going to the beach, what are they going to do at the beach? Are they going to swim or surf? Are they going to go fishing? Are they going to collect shells? Or are they going to build sandcastles? What is your main character going to do at the beach? That's the question. Okay, here we go. 1, save your document or pull it up. 2 is make sure that you have something to hydrate with and take a sip. Cheers. 3 is to straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is, if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How are we doing? I finished going back through through my history for the things that I was reading online. So I have a total of 29 titles for January, 2 of which are unfinished, that are like I'm still reading. 5 of which are from my TBR pile. So yeah, total of 29 titles. It's not bad. Close to one a day, essentially. But yeah, not all of them are physical. So that's the thing is I need to work on reintroducing physical reading into my habits because I spend a lot of time at my computer when I could be reading physically. So there we go. That's essentially that. So I got the names of everything that I was missing jotted down. And so now I can start with February's stuff, which I have to decide like a color palette because January was that sort of blue-gray, I don't know what you call it. I also need to update the like front matter. So like the domestic read map, need to update that. Need to update my 52 book challenge, my A to Z thing. So I need to do that. So I'm not quite done in here yet. And I still haven't gotten into the regular bullet journal. So I guess today is just going to be sort of like admin catch-up stuff for me, which is not bad. Hopefully I will get to at least one sprint of writing, but yeah. Megan is here. Hello, stopping by to say hi. Today's the first day of the new semester. Last semester ended last Wednesday, so you're already brain fried. That's a really fast turnaround. I'm assuming that you got some sort of break for winter, the end of the year, but that feels like a really quick turnaround. So, yeah. And Megan, for some silly reason, decided to take 3 numbers-heavy classes this semester: business, financials, managerial accounting, statistics, and computer informational systems. I mean, that's pretty numbers-heavy. I mean, it feels like definitely, hopefully, you should be able to get them. And with numbers, at least, they're not usually as subjective. But statistics, though, feels like they could be skewed one way or another. You listed all 4 because they sound painful. I feel like computer information systems may be slightly more interesting. I don't know. On the other hand, like business financials and managerial accounting, if you're going to be figuring out how to run your own sort of like marketing company, those feel necessary. Those feel real necessary. So yeah, it's your birth month. You wish you felt more like celebrating. Yeah. When you've got that load staring you in the face, it feels like a lot, for sure. Stacy printed out one of your brainstorm documents on the brink, and then you printed out the rest of the story doc because you would print it out in chunks. Also worked on cleaning off your desk. Excellent. You do hope to get some brainstorming, but you might also try to reread and edit the first story. Gotcha. Did you tell people here the title for the second story? I think you did. I think you did here, where it says the brink. Not really. You took the interstitial class that was 1 month long. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so are your classes like done by like 4 to 8 week cycle, or are they done by like a full semester situation, or was that just an additional thing that you took? I don't know. Anyway, oh goodness. All right, I think I am ready to dive back in and see if I can get some more of this book, this reading journal caught up, and maybe decide on a February theme. I did browns, reds, and golds for my everyday journal, because I matched my first. I matched January in both of them. I just don't know if I want to match all of them. That feels like they're a little too same. Plus, I don't have any more of that washi tape. So with dyscalculia, yeah, you can memorize patterns, but sometimes the numbers jump. Gotcha. Yeah, that's going to be a lot at once. But you got it. You got it. I believe in you. You can do it. The Rink is the title for the first story. Okay, Over the Edge is the working title for the second. You did come up with it on Friday. You just didn't remember when on Friday you came up with. Gotcha. Your breaks are about 2 months long. Each semester is 16 weeks, except for the interstitials, which are 4 weeks. Okay. That feels slightly better. Yeah. So they're a little bit more than a quarter. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get to work. We're going to use a different timer. I should probably make a playlist of the silent timers versus the ones with sound. Just thought. Just a thought. Okay, begin with the ads. Okay, second sprint, as always, is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something to promote, please make sure you do so. Then I am going to scroll this down to a 30, not a 45. Let me do that before we all freak out. Okay. All right. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back. That posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was the second sprint. How'd we do? I'm trying to figure out additional things that I want to like set as goals for February reading. I may just leave it at that. It'll be okay. Yeah. I decided to go with at least one of the colors, which is the really vibrant red, for February. Anyway, so progress. Oops, I didn't wait till it dried. Okay. I have to fix that with some gel pen. Of course, the gel pen has to also work. Anyway, how are we doing? I feel like I didn't get much done that time, but I did. I went back and added things to the 52 book list, as well as the buzzword titles. I still haven't done the A to Z situation, but that'll happen at some point this week. I'm determined. But yeah, here's your reminder to let your markers dry fully before you erase the pencil marks that are underneath it. Sigh. Oh well. How we doing? Did we do okay? We're doing good. Funky is here. Hello. Did we get covered in snow? Yes, we got just shy of 4 inches that I measured on the tabletop. That's our outdoor table. We may have gotten more, we may have gotten less, but they were just shy of 4 inches on top of the table. So it's already begun melting, though. It's all gone from the table now. We have some in the yard, but our grass and plants and things are beginning to peek through again. But yeah. Okay, don't forget to vote in the poll, and don't forget to do your self-promo. And yeah. Megan says, I would like to promote myself. I haven't been writing anywhere because I've been too busy with school, but I feel like I've earned some confetti for both making the vice provost list and not losing my sanity, those are both very fantastic things. So yay for Megan. Yay! Make sure you are subscribed to Megan and the Substack for when Megan comes roaring back. Funky got about the same amount of snow. Gotcha. Stacy did laundry, took a bio break, checked on dinner to see if it was thawing. Excellent. Let's see. We had beef tips the other day. Because I think y'all reminded me on either Wednesday or Friday, like somebody was thawing some meat. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. So I went and thawed a bag of our chunked beef overnight. And that way the next day, either Thursday or Friday of last week, we had beef tips. So thanks to whoever suggested that last week. So I might have to do that again with either pork or chicken. We also have I call them horseshoe sausages because they're like curved in a big C. I've just always called them horseshoe sausages. I don't actually know what their real name is. We usually slice that up and make it with like yellow rice and some green beans or peas or something like that. We have one of those in the freezer that could use some thawing. But yeah. So potential ideas for dinner. So Stacy is here to remind us we can make dinner ahead of time or begin making it ahead of time. Kilbisi, I don't honestly, I don't know what the name of them are. Like we usually get either like Hillshire or like Eckert brands. I don't know. They're just they look like a big C. And I don't know if Kilbisi is another version of that. I don't know. Probably. Maybe kielbasa. Yes. Yeah, that is yes. Yeah. You are correct. Is this whatever that is? The horseshoe sausage. Yes, that. So we usually get those and like chop it in half and use half at a time for dinner. So yes. That. Off to pour the much needed coffee. Great. I had a glass of Ovaltine this morning. I was like, it's been a really long time since I've had any. It was delicious. So there you go. When you don't want hot chocolate, you want Ovaltine or something, Nesquik, something like that. Okay, let's do the third sprint, and I may finally get into my actual journal today. Like this is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're here. We're doing work. It's fine. It has to get done at some point, right? Okay, let's do the winter morning again, I guess. Share the screen. Make it big. That'll be the third sprint. Okay, save your document if you've actually been working in it and making progress. 2 is take a sip. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure not slouching too much. 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How did we do? I got 238 words after spending the majority of that sprint in the journals, but I did get into my daily finally and was able to brainstorm some of the tasks for this week and get started. So yeah, that's that. I think I'm still enjoying this size. I mean, again, we've only been in here for like a month, and this month's setup is different from last month's setup, giving myself a little bit more space for each day. So I think that's good, but we'll see. Christian got about 600 words. Nice. Fantastic. We hope that Funky got the much needed coffee. Hopefully so. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm getting a little bit of somewhere with this document. I just have to remember to save it in a particular location. Because I'm trying to no longer use OneDrive. So yeah, so I'm using my secondary hard drive. Coffee has been ingested, said Funky. Very good. Very good. Okay. Our poll for the day was about our character at the beach. Let's see if I can pull this up. There we go. So what would your main character do at the beach? Are they swimming or surfing? Are they fishing? Are they collecting shells? Or are they building sandcastles? You have about 30 more seconds, if that, to vote if you have not already done so. Also, don't forget to hydrate. Okay, ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. End poll. Funky says it's a very fitting poll today since your main character is at the beach at the very end of the book. Very nice. Excellent. So 46, we have kind of a tie, and it has weighted slightly more towards the swim surf. Don't know why. But we have a tie essentially between swim or surf and collecting shells at the 45% mark. Then we have build sandcastles at 9%, and none of our main characters are going fishing at the beach. So there we go. That's how that plays out. All right. Excellent. Well then, don't forget to save. I will hopefully see y'all on Wednesday. I need to redo my dry erase marker board. Okay. Wednesday the 4th. I think that's right. Yes, Wednesday the 4th or Friday the 6th. I will see y'all then. Don't forget to save, and I will see y'all in the chats in the meantime. All right. Bye.